Hello, my name is Lauren and welcome to Faraway Fae. Today I'm going to be doing the Moody Book Tag that was created by Brittany over at Slanted Spines. If you have not checked her out, I definitely recommend go subscribe, go watch the original tag. I will link it down in the description below so that you can go check it out, and I will try to learn how to put it up in the cards, and if I can, you will be seeing it. So this tag was created for people who tend to be more moody readers and tend to be a little bit more on the mood reading side of things, tend to listen to their emotions when it comes to dictating what they read, what they do, things like that. And that is me. I am a very mood driven person, whether it's activities, whether it's reading, whether it's music. I am very mood driven, and so I definitely thought that this tag was a great tag for me to do because, like I said, I am very mood driven. I am an introvert, I am an earth sign, and I let my emotions dictate way too much of my life. So the first question is, are you a mood reader? And the answer to that is obviously yes. I am definitely 100% a mood reader. I pick up whatever I feel like is going to match me the best. I tend to feed my emotions and kind of, if I'm sad, I'm going to pick up something that's kind of sad. If I'm happy, I'm going to pick up something like contemporary or romance that I know is more happy. And I tend to just feed myself in that way and let my emotions drive the boat. 2, do you set TBRs and stick to them? So I uploaded my very first TBR this month of November, and I've never done a TBR before just because I am a mood reader and it's really hard for me to stick to TBRs because what I pick out at the beginning of the month may not be what I'm feeling in the middle or the end of the month. So I did do a TBR this month and I've kind of stuck to it. I've kind of strayed off the path. I don't know if I'm going to be doing TBRs in the future because of this reason, but it's kind of something fun to kind of set your plans for the month, especially if there's a book that you really want to get to. But for me, I'm just so mood driven that it's really hard for me to set books that I'm going to be reading for the rest of the month when who knows what I'm going to be feeling tomorrow. 3, do books affect you emotionally? Does the mood of a book rub off on you? Definitely 100%. If the book is having kind of like a happy friendship scene or a romantic scene, I definitely am all like, ooh, and I'm all happy and tend to read a lot faster, I feel like, when it's like those happy scenes and I'm kind of more energetic. But then when it's like sad stuff or like sad parts of the book and I'm just like weeping, like that stays with me for a while, and I play like my depression scream in the car playlist. And yeah, I definitely 100% think that they affect me. Number 4, when you are sad, do you like to read happy books, sad books, or neutral books? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I read sad books when I'm sad. I tend to reach for poetry when I'm sad because I feel like it really just like hits hard in the emotions here. But yes, I'm somebody who feeds the beast. I feed my emotions, and I definitely 100% reach for what I'm feeling for. Whether it's happiness, I'll reach for something happy. Sadness, I reach for something really sad to feed it. But yes. 5, most often do you read to escape, to learn, or to critically reflect? I would definitely say like 99% of the time I read to escape. I think that reading is such a good escape, and especially in this pandemic, it has been such a blessing to be able to pick up a book and be anywhere with anyone. And I don't know, I think that reading is magical in that way, and that's kind of what I started it reading for, was for the escapism part. And I think that I'm a dreamer, and so it definitely has really fed that part of me and my dreaming side to be able to read places and people and things that are magical or are far away, or even just people that I now get to call friends are my way of escaping. What is a book that made you laugh out loud? So I picked 2 books for this. The first one I picked was Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. This was a recent read of mine, and I actually did a review of it, which I will link up in the cards and in the description below. Cemetery Boys is absolutely hilarious. You need to pick it up if you have not, and this is especially a good time of year to pick it up. Or this follows our main character Yadriel as he is trying to prove to his family that he is a brujo who can manage spirits and send them to the other side. and Yadriel is transgender, and so his family does not necessarily believe that he can be a brujo. They think he can be a bruja, but he is like, no, that's not who I am. Meet our boy Julian Diaz, and Julian brings all the comedy, all the laughs, and I absolutely freaking loved this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Like I said, I did a full review on it, so if you would like to go watch that, go ahead. And yes, if you are looking for a laugh and just a good old spooky time, I would definitely pick up Cemetery Boys. And the next book that made me laugh was Maggie Stiefvater's The Raven Boys. The whole cycle is just really funny. The dynamic between all the characters is just so beautiful, and I think Gansey, just like Gansey and Ronan's dynamic especially, just makes me giggle. The way that they are so different but like such best friends, like ride or dies. This book series just made me laugh a lot, and I really enjoyed it. Number 7, what is a book that has made you cry, or if you don't cry, one that has really moved? So I'm definitely a crier, so I picked out 2 books that made me cry out of a billion. So the first one is Sadie by Courtney Summers. This book is very emotional and very triggering, especially if you are somebody that gets triggered by sexual assault and things like that, of that nature. I would definitely not recommend for picking up for Sadie, but this is kind of a dark thriller novel that follows our main character Sadie as she is going to kind of get revenge and solve a mystery of something that has happened, and I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to. But yes, this book is just really highly emotional and it's very charged with energy, and so this book really got me in the feels and made me cry like a blubbering baby. The next book that made me cry like a baby was The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. This is the 50th edition, so that's why I have this cover of it. But this book is just a tale of friendship and hardship and loving people unconditionally, and it just broke my freaking heart, man. Like, absolutely broke my heart. And I actually want to reread this soon because I just loved it so much. But if you're looking for a good friendship-based story, I would recommend The Outsiders or The Raven Boys, like I said. It's a book that you didn't even know how you felt about it. Again, I picked 2 books for this, and you're going to be a little confused because I have Maggie Stiefvater's The Raven King, which is the 4th book in the Raven Cycle series, which I just praised. I don't know, I think the ending of this was a little rushed. It kind of didn't wrap things up the way that I feel like it should have, and it kind of left me feeling not satisfied, which is frustrating in any book to feel unsatisfied. But this book just kind of, I felt like, had potential to have a really good ending, and it just like rushed 3 books worth of build up into like 2 chapters and was like, oh, this is what happens. And I don't know, it was just very dissatisfying, and I loved it because I love the characters, but I also was just not feeling the ending, so I don't know how I feel about this book. Next, I have The Wicked King by Holly Black. This is the 2nd book in the Cruel Prince trilogy, I believe now. This book just had so much politics in it that I wasn't sure how I felt about it because of the politics. It almost feel like it took away from the book, and that is why I was not sure how I felt about this. I tend to not like politics in books. Fantasy is iffy like this because I like to know about the politics of the world, but also like I don't care that much. So yes. Are you more likely to read on a sunny day or a cloudy day? This is 100% a cloudy, rainy day. I will curl up in my chair in the front and read all day long while the rain hits the window. That is my absolute favorite weather to read in. It is my most inspiring weather. I feel like I write the most when it rains. I read the most when it rains. And I just feel very inspired when it's cloudy and rainy and sad outside. That really feeds me. Number 10 is, do you usually set the mood when you read? Music, lights, smells, etc.? As you can tell, I like to set the scene. I definitely am a candle person. I'm not a music person when I read because my brain can't focus on 2 different things like that. But when I write, I like to listen to music. But I definitely like to have some like low lighting. My mom's always like, how do you even read with the lights that low? But I like to lower the lighting and set some candles and get comfortable with a blanket, and that is how I always set up my reading mood mood reading. And number 11, can you leap from book to book or do you need buffer time in between them? I am definitely someone who can just go straight in. Like I can literally finish the page of one book and then pick up another. I tend to think about books for a long time. Like I will finish a book and I could start another one, but at night I'll be laying in my bed and thinking of the book that I finished that day. So it's not that I don't think about the books long after I finish them. It's just I am so excited about books and so excited about reading that I can just go and pick up more books. Yeah, I think that that's kind of where I'm at with that. And so if you've learned anything, just know that I am the moodiest of moodies. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, Brittany's original tag is going to be linked down below along with her channel. So I would really encourage you to go check out the original tag. Thank you so much, Brittany, for making such an amazing tag. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. My links for my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Amazon wishlist are all down in the description below. So if you want to follow me or anything like that, go ahead. I would love to be friends. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, I will see you guys again soon. Bye.